Motivation's going to leave. It always does. If your discipline depends on feeling fired up, well, essentially you've already lost. Here is how to build the kind of, I would say, drive that's still there in the morning. Like you feel absolutely driven, right? But the problem is if we don't cover this, what you end up having is this mornings we wake up and there is no drive, there is no fuel because motivation is not what you need. Now, as we dive into this today, I want you to think about this. You have goals, you have aspirations, something you want to accomplish. I don't know what that may be. But we all have these. They sit in the gut of us every single day wanting to do something. So I want you to think about that first. What is the thing you want? You might pause this video. You might, kind of just sit it and put it in notes somewhere. But there's areas you can actually unpack and look in and go, where do I want to kind of find improvements? I look at multiple different areas, but let's look at the simple ones. Health, wealth, relationships. What do you want? What kind of health do you want to have? And I want you to think about this before we dive into the rest of this video. Then from there, I want you to think about what kind of wealth do you want to have? Like how much more money do you want? To just say more, how much more? What does that more look like? What will you do with that more, right? Relationships. Who do you want to know? How deep do you want a relationship to be? Is it going to be a parental relationship, an intimate relationship? What may that look like? Because as we unpack this today and kind of dive deeper in, I want you to have that moment to kind of sit back and apply what I'm going to talk to you about. Because there's some things that if you... Let's say you've probably in life tried to do something else. If you pay attention, I'm going to teach you. You're going to find there's actually some good pathways to be able to have the things you want come to fruition. If you don't do what I talk to, it's going to be difficult. Not that it's impossible. I'm not the end-all decision maker. How this stuff works. But I have noticed in my own life, there's a lot of ways you can develop super cool experience of life and some fun things. But at the same time, still feel like you're not driven off of just pure motivation. So I'm going to first get into this stuff. But again, anchor the thing you want. Health, wealth, relationship, what does it look like? What can you explain to somebody else that can tangibly see this thing, right? Then here's what I'm going to talk about. First things first is, well, why motivation fails. Most don't even think about this, but it fails because it's an emotion. And emotions they're like weather. Building your life and how you feel is something that's not good. Because what happens is all of a sudden in the morning you wake up, feeling's gone and everything disappears. Just like the weather. All of a sudden it's raining and it stops. It's sunny and it rains. Like it's not a good thing to have. And here's the big thing to think about. See, there's a thing we call discipline. You need discipline to have what you want in life, to come to fruition. It's not about doing something one time. It's can you do it every day for a period of time that most people cannot endure. That's it. In order to get what you want most, that everybody else also wants, can you do the thing longer than anybody else is doing that thing till you get what you want? And it's going to typically go past a point where 99% of people go, is it too much? I got to step away from this. But can you be the one that stays in? And here's why this is important to understand when it comes to the idea of motivation. Whenever I'm driven off of motivation, I am driven off an emotion, and emotions are fleeting. They are here now and they're gone tomorrow. You can spark it and spike it, but it's not going to keep you moving. Discipline does. Now, I don't know if it's definitive, but I've thought of the word like this: discipline, disciple, to follow, plan, to follow a plan. You can't follow emotion, but you can follow a plan without emotion. You and I both know there's something that you've done in your life because it had to be done. You didn't feel like doing it. Now, it could be brushing your teeth, keeps teeth in your mouth, taking a shower, keeps it from stinking, right? These are things that aren't fun. They're not always a joy to get done, but you got to do them to be able to have what you want most, which is clean teeth and a clean body, we'll call it. But what if, for some reason, you waited to be motivated to do that thing? The motivation is going to come when your teeth are falling out, when your body is so nasty smelling that people can't be around you. That's when you might be compelled to actually go and make a change. But that's not how you live that part of your life. Now think about this exact same thing when it comes to something else in your life. See, you do it because it's a plan. You brush your teeth in the morning and at night. There's a plan to do it. It's part of the schedule. Same thing maybe when you work out or when you train or when you get up in the morning. Who knows? Or before you go to bed. But the idea is you have a plan to do this, and that's why you can follow it, whether you feel like it or not. If you leave your entire life's goals to waiting to feel like doing the thing that produces a result, never going to get the result. You have to figure out how to infuse into your day the thing that must be done when you don't want to do it. This video I'm filming for you right now, there was a moment in my schedule that said, this is what's up. I don't always feel like doing videos. I feel good right now, which is awesome. But I got to do it. It's on the docket. Let's rock and roll. I amp myself up. I got to change my state. I got to get myself amped up to come serve, right? And if I don't do that, then I don't get the outcome of what this could do to serve your life and in turn serve people and change my life and change other people's lives. It must operate off of discipline, which is a plan. Can I follow a plan? Guess what you get? The life you've been looking for. That's the first part about it. Now, the second part about this comes down to essentially what you may know to be willpower. Now, willpower also is not the answer. See, gritting your teeth doesn't scale, and it runs out by noon. Get it all gritted and grind. I'm going to do it, right? Then eventually you get tired of thinking like that and tired of just gritting it through. The people who look disciplined aren't white knuckling it. There's a different thing they tie into. There's a part of them that ends up being their identity. What I mean by this, you have inside your head what we would call a decision tank. This decision tank that you have is built on this aspect where you're making decisions, but over time those decisions get harder and harder and harder, and the harder they actually get, the less you want to make decisions. So what you end up doing is draining your tank, and now you don't want to make choices anymore, and then now you're just like, I'm just going to do whatever I feel like doing. But the problem is, I don't feel like doing the hard thing. So how do you get this thing changed? Well, the same actions must take place, but what you have to do is not think about these things as choices to do or not do them. They become who you are to do those things. So now when you do these things, what ends up happening is I go, oh, this is who I am to do this. It's not a decision anymore. My tank stays full. So now I get this thing done, it's executed, I'm on to the next thing. And eventually later on, you'll have a party that goes, I don't want to do this anymore at noon, but at noon, you still got a half a tank, 3/4 of a tank, right? That is the dance of all this. Can you be a person that shows up in a way that is based on you identifying as a person that does the actions, so your decision tank doesn't get depleted and you can, in fact, accomplish all the things you want? Now, the switch. The big switch is stop asking, do I feel like whatever it is, and start asking, who am I? And what does that person do? See, discipline over time, it actually becomes part of your identity. Behavior is the thing that's the core piece of this stuff. And when it becomes part of your identity's behavior instead of a mood, you have energy. You don't just summon something up. It just comes and pours out of you. That's a beautiful place to be, because now what happens is I'm not asking, do I feel like this? I'm going, it's who I am. I knock this out. I do this thing. Discipline becomes part of who you are, to where it goes from being hard to do that thing to hard not to do that thing. Like, think about something in your life right now. There's definitely something you've had where you go, I don't want to do this. And you do it. And you do it. And eventually it's hard in the beginning, but you get better at it. It gets a little easier, a little more stomachable. No big deal. Then after a while, it's like, I can't imagine a day where I don't do this thing. That's a big place to get, because now you're in a position where this is who I am to do it. So these people that are over here going, how do you do it every single week? You go, every week. I do it every day. And it's smooth and easy. You're on to the next thing and the next thing, right? So that's a big piece. There's also the big goal is to make it too small to skip it. It needs to be one thing that you can't excuse your way out of, because small reps done on the empty days are what compound into an identity over time. So you make it too small to skip. You go, this is the thing that takes 5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, right? It's small. It's not something, it's going to be a big drain on me. Let me just do this little by little by little. And that's where the efficiency comes in play. I developed some intangible tools that have made life for me pretty beautiful, not by accident, by effort. I wanted things for a while. I eventually learned you have to work to get these. And for me now, it's like, that's the thing that put me in a position to be talking now and serving the companies I serve and the people I get to work with. Because the truth is, you need to find one rep that you'll do nonstop consistently to win. That one thing teaches you how to do that for multiple things. So for me, I look at this as going, man, the life I want is going to be on the backside of doing things I don't want to do. If I can learn to do them effective and efficient, I find a way to make it part of who I am to do it. If it's who I am to do it, it leans into that quote that says the person that likes to walk will walk farther than the person that doesn't. When you enjoy doing this thing that someone else hates doing, over time, inevitably, you're going to win. And that's the thing you should do. So this week, pick one thing, one rep you'll do no matter what, every day, no matter what you feel, you don't want to do it, and then schedule it. Like, make it small and schedule it. Is it 8 in the morning? Is it 9 in the morning? Is it 4 in the morning? Is it the afternoon? Is it evening time? Put it in the calendar and then always be focused on, I'm going to get that done. Because for me, it's not really about being a person that's better in other areas. But I promise you this, for me, if I take something on, I'm the guy who won't go to sleep until it gets done. And if I do that enough days, it becomes second nature to do it. And then now it becomes who I am to function in that manner. If you take that trait and apply it to other things, you get the kind of success that other people only dream about. That's the big piece. Now, we have what's called a dark work assessment that unpacks kind of who you are and how you can figure out where you may stand on this. And a big piece is when you go through it, it's taking time to really pour into it properly. You'll see the link below this video. Hit that link. The assessment helps you figure out what one of 4 different identities you are, and more so, what to do once you do know that to close this gap we're talking about. That, for me, is a big key for you. So, if you like this, we talked about, hit the link down below. And definitely, no matter what, watch the next video, because I got a lot more coming your way.